Good afternoon, Your Worship. I stand here on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Bracken, to make a bail application. My name is Jordan Thompson. First and foremost, forgive me for that. And before I do this, I shall look at both the personal circumstances of Mr. Bracken as well as the circumstances with regards to his offence. May I proceed? Mr. Bracken has been charged with drinking excessively, which is contrary to Section 4 subsection 5 of the Road Traffic Act. He clearly was unfit to drive. However, the circumstances under this offence must be taken into consideration. The fact that he was able to drive a tractor no less of a distance of approximately 147 miles from Oxford to Moseley very much so questions the validity of this charge being implemented, as one's ability must be impaired for them to be deemed unfit to drive and drinking in excess. Furthermore, no accident occurred despite this, so this further questions the validity of his actions. Now, there's no excusing the taking of the tractor, but whilst it constitutes a Section 12 offence, it's much less severe than a theft charge under Section 1 of the 1968 Act. First and foremost, there's no evidence of an intention to permanently deprive the owner of the tractor, and what's more, the crime was not one of an aggravated nature, as no force or harm was used contrary to Section 12 subsection 2 of the Act. And now, if I may, wish to look at the personal circumstances of Mr. Bracken. He's lived in Birmingham for over 20 years, so therefore he has great social ties to the community, with both a friend and girlfriend. Mr. Bracken would not wish to abscond, as first and foremost he has no previous evidence of doing so, and secondly, all the life that he knows is within Birmingham. The clientele he has spent years building up are all here, and he's never claimed benefits. So it wouldn't make sense for him to leave all that he knows and a stable sense of job security as a means to avoid conviction. Whilst the prosecution have wished to highlight the fact his mother lives in Ireland, he is also willing to surrender his passport to reduce any fears the courts may have of him absconding. His previous convictions clearly highlight his drinking problems and his struggle against alcoholism. However, we believe that rehab is a much better solution than the usage of prison, as the benefits and the main aim of prosecution should be to prevent reoffending and not punishment. His past convictions also show that they have failed to be a deterrent based on the fact he has reoffended. So we therefore suggest that instead Mr. Bracken is given bail while we decide a more appropriate sentence. As I said before, he's clearly shown remorse. He's shown willingness to surrender his passport, and while the probation office have refused to take him, his girlfriend is willing to have him live with him. I'd also like to close in saying the following statement. A client is always innocent until proven guilty. Based on that, I do not believe that the time could be reimbursed if he was to be held in custody until it came to trial. Thank you very much.